Hola, señores. ¿Cómo está? I'm Ubergoose. Play. Video game. Soy milk. I'm sorry. How about I speak the language I actually learned in high school? Bonjour, mon ami. Fuck, how do I say welcome back? I mean, I could, like, dude, that was so long ago, I don't fucking remember French. I do remember that, even though, you know, I generally don't try with the French accent when I'm speaking random words of French, like at all, because whatever, it's not what fucking matters, it sounds stupid regardless. But apparently I was the best at the French accent in, like, in my whole class. So, fucking... How are you not dead? How do you have this much health? The amount of times I've shot this motherfucker, so high. Alright, there you go. So soy milk. You know, we've talked about it. Probably too much. I think people are probably starting to get sick of every time that I do a soy milk run. We have to have the talk. You know. In nature, there's birds and bees, and you put a penis in a vagina, and that's sex. So go crazy, son. Oh, that wasn't. It's not how your parents. It's not actually how my parents gave me the talk. In fact, my parents didn't give me the talk. They were just like, "Ah, you're old enough." Probably like noticed I was jerking off at some point or something. Who knows? Parents are fucking wizards when it comes to knowing shit about you. Like I remember actually like in grade school, there was a time that I like it was the time, not like a rebellious period, but it was basically when I figured out about like cursing. I mean the first curse that came out of my mouth, yeah, that's fine. The first curse that came out of my mouth was fuck, actually. Shockingly, I know, it's almost like I use that word like every other fucking word or something. But it was funny, because the first time I ever cursed, it was, you probably remember if you were a kid. Fucking everybody was a kid. There was that, like, it was called, like, the name game or something, where you're like, let's say, like, Gary, Bo-Berry, Banana, Fana, Fo-Fairy, me and my Mo Mary, Gary, right? Like, that was the thing, right? I used, we have a family friend, his name is Chuck. So, Chuck, Buck, Banana, Fana, Fuck, me, my, muck. Yeah, so that was the first time I ever swore. And it's funny too, because I didn't actually know that it was even a swear, right? Because, like, when you're a kid, the swears you hear are like, damn it, or crap, right? You don't hear, like, the real swears, the hardcore swears. It's like cocaine or something, which are fucking shit. And cock, and dick, ass. Ass isn't really, but you know what I'm saying. You probably get what you're picking up what I'm putting down. But by the time that I decided, like, oh, it was okay to swear, right? Because I had an asshole friend who was like, no, I swear all the time. I don't know, asshole kid or something. I listened to him because I was an impressionable child at the ripe young age of, how old was I at around then? I think I was in 4th grade. Yeah, yeah, 4th grade. So 4th grade is, shit, I don't know how that math works out. I was in 4th grade, all right? Probably like 10. So I was like, you know, I'll swear. So we were playing some game, some b-ball outside the school. You know, a couple of guys. Started making trouble in a minute. No, but we were playing some game, I think it was wall ball, during recess, and like I hurt myself, because as a kid I always hurt myself because I was like invincible, so I did stupid shit. And I hurt myself and I was like, crap, right? Ow, that hurt. Crap. You know, as you do. But apparently, and here's the thing, I just like said it, right? Like nobody heard it. Nobody was near me, or I thought. And then when I fucking came home later that day, my mom talked to me and was like, all right, Aiden, swearing is not cool. And I'm like, Who? And at that point, I was like blaming my brother because I mean it was probably my brother. I don't know how he figured it out. He wasn't. He was in 6th grade at that time, but he was. I don't think he was like anywhere nearby the spot we were playing wall ball. I don't know. But he's getting revenge. Said I swore. Maybe like one of my friends or like not friends, like acquaintances, told my brother about it, and then he like tattled on me or something. I mean, at the time, let's say me and my brother weren't exactly good friends, to put it the nicest possible way. There were some injuries, you could call them, that led us to feel that way about each other. One in particular that may have happened greater than one time. I mean, like, I could talk about it. I might talk about it. It's an interesting story. Kind of want to talk about Isaac, but... Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, please, just spirit hearts. Oh, yes! Alright, we're good. Alright, let's tell a story. Fuck. So, the story goes, something like this. Me and my brother, 2 stupid kids, best of friends, because we're siblings. We're being fucking dumb. As stupid kids do, they're fucking dumb. And, what we did was, so let me just preface this. We did a lot of dumb shit that we heard about, not on the internet. At the time, like, internet wasn't really a thing. We just kind of, like, did shit that we heard, right? Like, there were rumors, people, you know, people talked about things, kids had their, like, networks or whatever. And, I mean, the internet, like, existed. It's just not, it wasn't very widespread at the time. Like, we had dial-up in the house, and we hardly, I don't think we were even allowed to use it for most of our children lives. The only time that we really got, like, free reign over the internet was around the time that we both started playing RuneScape, which was when I was in 5th or 4th grade. No, 4th grade. It started in 4th grade. So before that, you know, we didn't really use the internet. So our dad or our friends told us about cool stuff, and then we, like, did it. A lot of stuff was stupid, and you shouldn't let stupid fucking dumb kids do stupid shit like that. But our parents did, because they're cool. And some of the things we did, we had, like, a super industrial, gigantic rubber band at some point that we strung up on, like, our swing set thing. And we used it to launch water balloons, and it was really cool. Don't do that, though, because, like, we could have broken a window, because we're fucking dumb. But, yeah, so that was just, you know, that's kind of some background on the whole situation. So one of the fucking dumb things we did was, we decided to make a catapult for it was not a basketball, it was just like a small plastic ball. Not that small, actually, it was a decent size. I don't remember where we got the ball, I don't know anything else about it, it's just we had a plastic ball that was filled with air. And we had one of those plastic basketball hoops that all the cool kids have, right? And we took the basketball hoop, right? And what we did was, also this is the most fucking annoying boss fight in history. Can I just say that? How do we beat this boss? How do I do this? Holy shit! Why did I take soy milk? So we took the basketball hoop, and we laid it down on its side. And if you've ever owned one of those, like, children's basketball hoops, you probably understand the mechanics behind it. But basically, you have a base part, right? You have the base. You have the, you know, just the hoop itself, like the pole. And then you have the backboard, right? And the hoop, which is lodged into the backboard. So those are the parts, right? And if you take off the base, the way it works is that you just have a pole with the, you know, backboard at the end. So we took off the base and we propped it up on something that was like a rock. It wasn't a rock, but it was like a rock. So we propped it up, the middle point on that, right? And then we put our shitty little plastic ball. I guess it wasn't plastic if it was inflatable. It was an inflatable ball. So we put the ball on the backboard. right? And then we would, or no, we put the ball not on the backboard. Sorry, we put the ball on the where the base would connect. And so, you know, the ball's there, and then we would jump onto the backboard. And what it would do is it would fling the ball into the air like a catapult. Actually, all right, sorry, I'm misremembering things. It's weird because me and my brother were actually talking about this recently, and we were in an argument about how exactly we had it set up. I'm right, by the way, but now his misremembering has now poisoned my brain, so now I'm misremembering. But basically, okay, let's step back a bit. Not really worth it. Let's step back a bit. We didn't actually put it on a rock. It's just that behind the hoop, the pole would come up, because the pole isn't like a pole. It's like a square, extruded straight up, right? But behind the backboard, the pole ends. But instead of it being just a hard top, it curves into the backboard visibly. And so what would happen is when we would jump on the backboard, it would hit, you know, you'd put a lot of pressure, and it would use that little curve behind the backboard essentially as a ramp. So it would become a lever at that point, which would make the base fly up a pretty significant margin, thus launching the ball, oh my god, very high into the air, which was funny to us because we're stupid kids and we're fucking dumb. But yeah, so that's basically what we did. Fuck the little poops! These enemies do so much damage to me, and they should never hit me. They're passive as fuck. They don't even aggro towards you. They just move randomly. Alright. So what happened was we would take turns launching and loading. And so my brother he was on loading at the time. So he was loading, and I was jumping, right? So we had a method worked out. The person would load, right? You'd load the ball, and then you would say, okay, and then the other person would jump, and that's that, right? And then the ball go up into the air, and then we go, ha 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 ha, because we're dumb fucking kids. And then, that's much better. And so we had this method, right? And it had worked all day. And then one time, yes, absolutely yes. So some of these should be teeth, and those teeth should do actually pretty significant damage. So one of the times that we did it, my brother, he loaded the ball, and he was like, okay, so I jumped, okay? As I was jumping, it was too late. I was beyond the point of no return. I wasn't airborne yet, in fairness, but I was beyond the point of no return, right? And what happened was, wow, no pills. I had jumped. I had committed to the jump. It was done. Done is done. And then my brother, without saying a word, fucking reaches down because the ball starts falling off of the thing, because we're balancing it on the base, right? Which is just a fucking square extruded, right? It's just a, you know, it's flat, and it's, you know, it's not exactly a thing that'll hold a ball. So the ball falls, and my brother decides to try and save it because, you know, God forbid we fucking miss a shot. And so what he does, and by the way, my brother's older than me, just to clear that up and put that into perspective. Also, this is the worst room in the game! Get out of my life! Yeah, so basically, he reaches down to fix the ball, to get it back up, because he doesn't want us to miss an attempt. And so as he's leaning over to pick up the ball, you can probably put two and two together about what happens to him at that point. Basically, because he stuck his face in a thing that's flying up at the speed of a child, slamming down on it, you know, with some leverage in there, and, you know, some complicated physics calculations involved. It hit him right in the fucking jaw, and it broke his tooth. Okay. And, obviously, you know, we're both kids at the time, so he starts crying, obviously, because he got fucking pegged in the face with a backboard. Not a backboard, a giant hunk of plastic. God damn it. His story misremembering is fucking with me so bad. We actually got into an argument about it recently where he was like, no! Like, okay, so his side of the story was, he apparently said, Aiden, don't jump on this, right? Like, you know, condescendingly being like, don't jump on this, I'm putting the ball on it, right? Like, that was his understanding of the situation. It's bullshit, all right? Like, I wasn't retarded as a kid. I was probably, like, way smarter than him, let's be real. And also, his story has so many holes in it because he says we're jumping on the small part, which, by the way, you can't jump on the small part where the base is put into. We could hardly fit the ball on there. There's no fucking way you could fit your feet on. Like, 1 foot probably couldn't even fit on there, let alone 2 feet. So his story is just all fucked up. But yeah, it beamed him in the face real hard, broke one of his front teeth. Like, actually front tooth, like, you know how you have 4 front teeth, 2 on bottom, 2 on top. It was the top right front tooth, and it broke. Just snapped in half, which probably required a substantial amount of force. So, you know, it probably hurt a lot. I'll give him that. All right. And so, let's see what this is. Are you a wizard? That's not very helpful. Let's wait this out and tell our story without being distracted. Yeah, so basically, it broke his tooth in half. He started crying. My dad ran outside because he was inside, like in the kitchen or something. He heard the crying. He ran outside. I think our mom was like shopping at the time, and he was like, "Oh God, what happened?" And he looks at my brother, and my brother has his hands on his face, looking down, right, and he moves his hands away from his face to, like, you know, try and communicate, but obviously the only thing that's coming out is crying. And then my dad sees the thing you never want to see as a parent, your child's hands covered in blood. Turns out he also, his nose got a nice brunt of the force, and my brother has issues with chronic nose bleeding. So that was the blood. Doesn't make it any less terrifying for the parent. You know, that your child is bleeding everywhere and you don't know what's causing it or how to stop it. And so, also in his hands was his tooth. The half of his tooth that had snapped off. The you know, the bottom half, I guess. The part that touches things, the part that's not in the gums, right? That was in his hands. And so my dad, the quick thinker he is, basically was like, all right, let's make a dentist appointment, see what we can do. Keeps this half of the tooth that my brother caught. They go to the dentist. I think it was later that day. It might have been the next day, but I think it was later that same day. They go to the dentist, and they're like, we could do a crown, but he's too young. It probably will be a bad thing overall. So we probably shouldn't go with the crown, but we could if you really want to. And my dad's like, well, how much is a crown? You know, is it really that bad, etc. Yeah, it's terrible. It's really expensive. Blah blah blah. So this was, you know, in like the 90s or something. I don't know if crowns are like cheaper now, but just to give more perspective. And so it was like, okay, what else can we do? Oh, this is sick. What else can we do to, you know, try and fix the situation? Well, we could glue the tooth on to the you know, what's left. And, you know, fortunately enough, the tooth somehow, miraculously, as if an act of God, snapped quite literally, like, in the middle, down the tooth, right? Like, just in the middle, so it's half and half. And, I don't mean, like, down the center, like, you know, sideways split or something. I just mean, like, you know, the bottom and top were roughly the same size. So, and also it didn't, like, there was no, like, shattering or anything. It was very clean. And so it's like, okay, that'll work. So they glued the tooth, and that was that pretty much. So they glued the tooth on, and we were like, okay, problem solved, it's fixed. So then began our journey. as siblings, and hatred was definitely involved. Hatred specifically from my brother, but you know, we'll get to that. So over the years, I had broken my brother's tooth, which was glued on, 4 or 5 extra times after the initial time. I was the cause of every break of his... Well, no, that's not true. One time, it was broken, and it wasn't my fault. It was actually, he was at a friend's house, and I don't remember what happened, but he was at a friend's house, and that ended up... Something happened, they were, like, roughhousing, and the tooth broke. But a couple examples of when the tooth broke was... Tears Up, what a great pill. There was one that was pretty silly. So my mom started working as a teacher when I got into 5th grade, and she started teaching in 4th grade, pretty much at the same school, so basically 1 year behind me at the time. And one day when we were coming home from school, my brother wasn't at elementary school anymore because I was in 5th grade and my mom worked there, and my brother's 2 years older than me, so he was in 7th grade, so that means he was at the middle school. But the grade school and the middle school are super close to each other, as is the high school. And I also live like fairly close to that chunk of buildings. But basically what happened is that my brother every day would come to the grade school. Also, this room is fucking hellish. Get me out of here. My brother would come to the grade school, meet up with me and my mom, and then we'd all drive home together, basically. And so one day we did that. My mom had to clean up more stuff in her room a little bit longer than previously. And after all the cleaning up was done, we left. And it was a good walk to the car because her room is was pretty far away from the parking lot. And so, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so the car was a good walk away, so we were walking, right, just talking, horsing around, being stupid kids. And then my mom dropped her coffee mug, like a travel coffee mug, onto the ground, onto the pavement. And being the respectful, good son that I am, I was like, here, Mom, I'll get it. Reach down, pick it up. Now, while we were walking, my mom was in between me and my brother, all right? I was to her right. My brother, Pei, was to her left, all right? That's the situation that we're in. My mom drops the coffee mug, travel coffee mug. I say, I'll get it, right? I pick it up, and then as I'm lifting it back up to her, Jesus Christ, are you kidding me? As I'm lifting it up to give it to her, you know, I'm swinging it up because, you know, I know the situation. I will absolutely take this. That's so cool. So I'm lifting it up to her, and then suddenly, thwack! I'm like, what? What happened? And then my brother, turns out that he fucking jumped completely in the way for some reason. He doesn't remember moving at all. He just remembers that I smacked him in the face. I didn't intentionally smack him in the face. I had no malice towards my brother at this point in my life. Aside from the fact that he, like, ratted on me and said that I swore or something. I don't know. But, yeah, so he says that it was all me. I very much disagree. And, yeah, so thwack hits him right in the mouth. You know what that does? It loosens the glue enough that the tooth breaks again. All right? So there's one time. I don't think that was the first time, but that was one time. Another time it happened was my brother saw it, like, on TV, probably. I think that's what we concluded, is that he probably saw something about it on TV. And he decided to put a book in his pillowcase. And, oh, and by the way, every time that his tooth was broken, we just it was the same procedure, just glue it back on. Even though it's like, hey, baby, you shouldn't. But every time it's like, you know, why would we not at this point? It's like, you know, some sunk cost fallacy, something. crown still bad for a kid or something. Who knows why we did it, but yeah. And that's why it was able to happen so many times, was that it was just glued on every time. But yeah, my brother put a book in a pillowcase, and then he yelled, "Pillow fight!" And then it got my attention, so I turned around, right? Because it's like, oh, my brother, pillow fight, okay. Turn around, he fucking swung it, the pillowcase, at my fucking head, and just beamed me in the face. Yes, and I don't need that, actually. So he beamed me in the fucking face with a book in a pillowcase, which he thought was hilarious. So then I'm like, this is fucking stupid. So what I did was the exact same thing. I put a book in a pillowcase, and I smacked my brother. The whole time he was like running away, we were both laughing because we're stupid kids, and we're like, haha, pain, funny. And then after a while, I don't remember exactly what happened. I think my brother was like, stop, stop, stop. And as he said stop, like, cease fire, I fucking smacked him in the face just like he did to me. And, yeah, got him right in the fucking tooth. Knocked that bitch out. That one is the one that I don't feel any malice. And I don't feel any regret. And my brother, when we were going over it, he was like, oh yeah, I remember that. No, I don't blame you. It's pretty funny. Cause yeah, that's the one that we both like unanimously agree. It's like, yep, no, I had that one coming. Which is very funny. Fuck! This is so hard, dude. This is one of the weakest runs I've ever had this far. Oh my god, why am I moving so late? I don't know why. What's wrong? What's going wrong in my brain? Telling a story is the problem. Let me think. There were definitely other times that I broke his tooth. Those are the two that are most vivid, though. Oh, I think, no, I broke it 4 times total. That includes the first time. And then, his friend broke it that one time. So that's yeah. But now, I think it was after he was in college, or right before going to college, that he got a crown finally. I'll take this. I think this works really well with soy milk. I'm not sure. I have no clue. It was either right after he got into college or right before he went to college. He finally got a crown. He went through with the thing. And he is happy he did. As you'd expect to be. You know, living your whole life with the fucking tooth glued into your head. Finally actually getting it, you know, put there pretty much for good. It shouldn't ever be able to be broken again unless like the tooth is truly broken. So, and that's the really awful thing too, is that the timing window that it happened, the first time that it was broken, I know there's a rock by the way, but we can't get both in one. The timing window that it was broken, he already had his permanent tooth there. Oh my god. Alright, this run is a victory. Our shot speed is way lower, but our damage is like infinity, so it was a good run, easy. Oops. Sure. Sure. So I also have some fucking awful tooth history. I'll tell some stories in the next run. I think this run we're probably gonna close this one out with like actual Isaac shit. So hope you guys enjoyed that story. So far on the last story I told, people were like, yeah, it's sweet. Like that was a cool story. So happy. I'm like not the greatest storyteller in my personal opinion, but people seem to be okay with it, so you know, I'm not gonna tell people that they're wrong. I really want to be Guppy though. You know what? I don't know. The fuck is happening in my brain? You know what? Here's what I'm doing. Yeah. So yeah, basically that situation that occurred was basically the beginning of my brother hating me. And my brother never really, like... He never, like, fully got over it. I'd say understandably so. Yeah, perfect. I'd say it's pretty understandable that he never really fully got over it. You know, I'm not going to blame him for that. I broke his tooth a fucking trillion times. But now we're cool. Which is good. Because we're fucking adults now, so... It doesn't make it any less of an interesting story, though. I will say that. Now, you know, now that we're friends, it's not like... Oh, they made up! It's not... Call it off, boys. Shit story. Okay. Sure, let's fight the mini-boss. Envy, goodbye, sir. Yeah, so let's talk about this run. It was shit, and then we got Libra, so that pretty much sums it up. This is an alright item. It's only alright with Libra, unfortunately. I'm sure better. I am going to go to that curse room, though. After I get a reroll ready, of course. Load up. Alright. Okay. So yeah, I think pretty much what I just described, that it was shit and then we got Libra, pretty much... Yeah, I mean, I'd say that pretty effectively describes this run. It was shit, we got Libra, now we won, congrats to me. Easy one run. I shouldn't have picked that up, actually. Because now I'm going to lose a black heart instead of just 2 spirit hearts. Unless... Well, I mean, I did lose the black heart already. Shit, I didn't blow it all up. Eh. Oh. Nope. Alright, that's shit. Fuck you. I'm outie. Spumoni. I will check out this, though. Now that we're strong enough to, like, actually kill enemies, reasonably often, yeah, abso-fucking-lutely. Fortunately, no guppy items. It's okay, though. Got a spirit heart back. I mean, look at how fast we fucking tear into Loki. That's absurd. Lemon party. That's a good pill. Do wish I... Well, how good is money equals power, actually? It's probably fine. I mean, like, I talk about, like, the more damage you have, the worse you're off when you have Libra, but that's not true. It's just that it makes damage worse than other stats, basically. Oh my god, you spawned a fucking evil spider. The one-time sack of shit. How did I come into this room? I guess that's okay. I don't give a shit. I do find it pretty funny, though, that Skolex and Pin, the second you enter the room, you can damage them. Nope! Sure. I will pick up that red heart, though. It's so weird. Okay. It's, oh, yeah. Does this work? I don't remember. Yeah, it doesn't work. That's so sad. Alright. Absolutely. Alright, yeah, this run's pretty over now. We have absolutely won. If I see red hearts, I do really want to take them, though, instead of dark bomb, so I can play that demon beggar a little bit more, probably. I mean, I'll play the regular beggar as well. I just kind of want to reroll, and I want red hearts, and then we're good to go, I think. Guppy, fuck you. I mean, our health is actually, like, quite low. We should probably start being a little bit more careful and go to a few more rooms to try and up our health. What I could also do is, I mean, this room's like the greatest of all for us. Thank you. We could blow up these blood banks. Strength. How have you not paid out yet? This is horseshit. There. Pin room. Jesus. Okay. Okay. Red heart absolutely is mine. Yeah, let's backtrack, I suppose. This will give us the Polaroid. Come on, dude. You gotta give me something. Like, this is stupid. I guess let's play beggar. Because if he gives us red hearts, we will take them and do this faster. Or just bottle pills. Paralysis. I was really hoping for hematemesis. That's okay. So there's obvious downsides to me taking red hearts instead of giving them to Dark Bomb, but I think there's some pretty obvious upsides as well. Excuse you. I shouldn't have taken the half heart. Fuck. Okay. Because now I'm going to miss out on several plays if he doesn't pay out in the first two. Oh my god, I hate you. You're fucking me, man. You're fucking me. We're not going to backtrack. My original logic for oh my god, that was bad. My original logic for backtracking was, oh, I want to get more charges on D6. Fuck it. Let's prioritize time over charges on D6 before heading to fucking Cathedral. Oh my god, we're gonna die. We're fucking dead. I'm taking this. I don't care that this is gonna put us so dangerously low. I actually do care a lot. That was a lie. Let's go fight fucking Mom's heart first. Oh my god, this is so bad. I need to actually like not play that Demon Judgment anymore. That guy's just a shitbag who didn't pay out ever. Okay. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna play him once. And by once I mean that's basically twice, because I can do it, you know, I can do more than one play with one heart. Oh, thank fuck! Alright. I'm not happy with the rest of this shit, though. I'm actually, like, fairly upset. Let's play you a little bit. You can give me red chest, which can give me guppy. Or you can just never pay out and just fuck my mouth hole. So here's the thing. I don't actually ever need to pay any attention to my keys, pretty much, at this point. Because the only thing keys are for are double key rooms or golden chests. And we have paperclip, so we don't have to worry about golden chests. Dark Bomb, go to fucking town. Sure. Just clear this shit out of here. Shit, I didn't want that. Definitely don't want that. I'm gonna keep playing this motherfucker. Oh, that's a really good drop at the end. Thank you. Alright. Well, that floor was productive. I almost died. It was almost awful. But it was absolutely good. Did I didn't actually check here yet. And like I said, I don't actually need... Oh. I think I'll grab 2. No, Dark Bum. You fucked up. Paid out in that room. Damn it. Shit. I hate that it hits, like it spawns with an active hitbox. It's horse shit. Horse shit. It's fine. We know where we're going because we have the mind. Let's check here. I want Guppy. It's not Guppy, but I'll open it. Perth Row is pretty sweet. Way sweeter than Lemon Party. Because that is just one free reroll later. So this is, if I'm not mistaken, all it does is make, yeah, lasers. Okay, that's pretty shit. If their hitboxes stayed out longer, or were just bigger, then I'd be okay with it, but neither of those things is the case, so it's pretty shitty. I don't need any of this money. Doesn't mean I'm not going to pick it up, though. Okay, well, fortunately, it was a full heart that I picked up. I really need Guppy, though. I'm so close, I can taste Guppy. I don't know what cat tastes like. It's weird, why would you ask me? Alright, Guppy, thank you. Thank fuck. The downside is we don't have the most HP. The upside is it doesn't fucking matter. We spawn a fly every shot. Our damage is absurd. We're like, this is a one run now. Absolutely. Hematemesis. What a good pill. Alright, we're fine on the HP front. It's pretty sweet. 2 rerolls ready for the chest stuff. Look at that. Look at how fast Isaac died. That's absurd. Thank you for dropping a spirit heart as well. Alright, that wasn't... Alright, I don't know. You know, this run went from super ultra mega shit to actually... didn't actually want to pick up Little Steven. I'm actually alright with all these, though. To be honest with you. Especially the spoon bender. Sweet as hell. Doesn't do anything. It's also shit. It's like spider bite. Yeah. Do it, Dark Bum. Launder my hearts. I believe in you. Alright. Oh, no monster too. I'm so sorry. It's not even in the right spot. It worked. Dog sounds. Fucking poor Pin. He doesn't even know how to react. He just suddenly is dead. Ooh, a Joker card. With the D6 on the chest? Oh, baby. I'll pick it up because it's a 1 heart deal, and then we'll reroll and hope it's good. Hep. Hep. Didn't I have Book of Belial this run? I did, right? Thought I did. Whatever. I'll take fucking gimme. I don't. Whatever. I swear to God, I had Book of Belial this run. Did I not? Like, did I not fight? Did I not fight the Fallen and get Book of Belial and pick it up? I did, right? I don't know what's going on. I'm lost. It's fine. Everything's fine. Because every little thing gonna be alright. Synth oil. Sure. We need one more room before we can reroll again, and then we can sharp plug if we want to. Let's just go, though. This item is shit. We're not going to get any double item rooms, so sure. Mongo baby. It's actually sharp plug just in case. That was a nice drop. Thank you, game. And the reason that I'm like perfectly fine picking up the synth oil, even though like it's pretty shitty, is because sure. It's because it gives us a speed up, which is essentially a damage up and a tears up as well. All of the above. Well, that's it. Alright, well. Nope, no more pads. Alright, well, that was a fun run. Except for the whole entire thing up until the very end. But that was a cool ending! And, yeah, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. That was fun. I'm happy I told that story. It's a good story, I think. Even if I'm shit at telling stories, I think it's a good enough story that it overcomes the fact that I'm shit. But yeah, once again, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time.